It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. He'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think it'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way, they send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Singletary. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's the sneak with Wilson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They run here with Singletary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there, and finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive, now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Always got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
They stay on the ground with White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Dolphins at 13-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
There's Wilson to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one caught by Max Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Allen Lazard, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Miami set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll run on first down with Singletary.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. For Marshall, that's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On the counter, this is Singletary. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Play action. Now Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And
they're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Wilson on the keeper. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. This time Wilson will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown Dolphins.
Reggie Gilliam
from 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down, because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackle. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And New York set to take the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Room here to run. Touchdown, Giants. Miles Sanders, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
He'll buy some time right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another run here with Sanders. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Sanders will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Once again with Sanders. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half.
I told my boys, it